G'day guys, welcome back to VTA. Out here playing with the 25 again. I sort of did in the video the first little bit. I'm making this at the end, but basically what I've done is I've used a different magneto. If you go back to when we were working on the pacemaker, when we had the wrong magneto on it originally, we got it running on a magneto that came with it. So the magneto that was on this one was giving us trouble. It would work and then it would stop working. I'm not quite sure if it's a condenser or the coil. We do have a spare magneto, but it's very badly seized and getting it apart's a problem. And I want to take this tractor out in, I think it's 2 weeks. It's really close anyway when we're taking this tractor out. So yeah, I wanted to get it going. So I put that magneto on it and started having a play, and that's where you'll pick up from in the first part of this clip. Okay, let's see if this thing's going to start. I've just had it run in, so this isn't a first start or anything. I swapped to a different magneto. It's not the original, but I know it works. So I have actually had it running with this other magneto on it. But I'm hoping to actually take it for a drive. I've done some little bits, just jammed an exhaust pipe on it, stole that off one of the other tractors, jammed an exhaust pipe on it. It's got a fan belt and a fan on it now. Adjust the clutch a bit. I've just done a bunch of little things to tidy it up. Put the belt pulley on it. Yeah, so I'm hoping I should be able to drive it now, which is a pretty big step. I've cleared out the whole driveway, so I should be able to drive it up the driveway. And now it's not going to want to run, of course. Maybe it's flooded. I do have the choke on. Oh, maybe it's got no throttle. I think I idled it back. Let's give it some throttle. That might make a big difference. After I running, I idled it back, so it might make a difference. Play the game. Definitely fuel in the bowl at least. Let's see. No. Let's do something. There's smoke coming out the exhaust, so maybe a bit less choke. I did tweak the mixture in between that first and second video. Oh, sorry, in between the start video when I drove past and then when I pulled up to grab the thing. So we got a brake here. Let's go into intermediate. Take the brake off.
oops, intermediate gear works, brake on, and high gear works. Awesome. And then reverse is the one closest to me. How good is that? Alright, well, we're going to drive it a bit more and see how it likes running, and yeah, I'll do a bit more driving around. So that's top gear. It's not fast, but that's alright. What a pisser. Well, I had to get the pacemaker out of the shed and park them next to each other. I have to say I'm absolutely stoked to have this pair running together. As I said, they sort of both still need a little bit of work, but yeah, good. Okay, so as you can see, had an awesome day with the 25. I'm so stoked. It has just, you know, it's one of those days where I knew I was really close to getting it to a point where it was up and running and working, but just I've been lacking the motivation lately and whatnot, so sort of forced myself to get out here this afternoon and got stuck in. As I said earlier at the start of the video, got that other magneto on it, which isn't the right one, but it's doing the job for now. Tidied up a bunch of little things. I adjusted the clutch, which I didn't show you. Actually, I might add a little video in here showing you. I'll just cut to that and I'll come back. Okay, you can see there's a bit of crankcase, because the crankcase is open to the where the clutch is. You can see some oil down the bottom there. So basically, I can't actually see the pin. It must be around the other side. But essentially, there's a pin that would go, I think it's probably around the other side, but essentially it comes out right there. And it's spring loaded. You pull that pin out, and this part with the arms on it, you actually spin. It's on a screw. And it was too tight to the point where I couldn't get it over center. If you see how the over center works, these arms, so this bell-shaped piece moves in and out. So at the moment, the clutch is engaged. So if you disengage it, that will move forward. And what that does is allow the tips of these rockers, or whatever you want to call them, to go in, which takes the pressure off the pressure plate. So what you can do is this piece here with the arms on it, you can screw it in and out, and it will, so you need to obviously have it so that when it gets to this point, it's putting enough pressure on the plate that it doesn't slip. But you also need it to not be too tight, because if it's too tight, you can't get it to over center and you would have to hold onto the clutch the whole time. So this one was a little too tight when I first got it going. So what I did was I turned this one, I mean, I guess, depends which way you're looking at it. If you're sitting on the driver's seat looking at it, it would be anti-clockwise to screw it in that direction a little. And that allowed it to, now goes over center. It's still nice and tight. It still takes a fair bit of tension to get over center, but it's doable from the driver's seat easily. Yeah, so that's how you adjust the clutch. So now I've done that. I put the belt pulley on, which over there. That belt pulley came with the first tractor we bought, and it's one of the best condition fibre belt pulleys I've come across. Normally they are rotten, but it is in fantastic condition, so it looks really good. You know, a bit of fiddling with the mixture and the carby and whatnot, fiddling with the timing. It could probably use just a little bit more timing, but it seems to be running, it seems to be happy. The more it ran, the happier it was. It was sort of popping back through the exhaust, but once everything's settled in, it seems much happier. The radiator has essentially healed itself, which I can't believe, because it had a few little leaks up around the top. But yeah, ran it for, obviously ran it for a while. Oh, I also got, we managed to get the right belt. So I put the belt on and the fan on. And yeah, filled it back up with water, and now that the water's actually circulating, it seems to have, warmed up the solder and the copper and stuff like that, and they joined back together, which is not that uncommon. I've definitely seen it happen before, but obviously there's no guarantees. So yeah, it's holding water now, which is absolutely brilliant. I've driven it around. The brakes work, or the brake works. All 3 gears work, reverse works, adjust the clutch, it works. And yeah, it starts, still learning how to start it, but it seems to like a bit of throttle, a bit of choke, sort of nothing too special, and away it goes. So super stoked. Few little things to tidy up, which I probably won't bother filming. I've got a, what do you call it? A shaft guard that goes over the radiator. It's hanging on the wall over there. And what else does it need? I'd like to replace that muffler with something a bit more period correct. It was just to put a pipe on it for now. And yeah, other than that, I'd like to also make up a linkage for, this is the choke override, whereas you can manually put the choke on up here on the dash. But yeah, so it's got a choke override. Instead of just using a piece of wire, I'd like to sort that out properly. But other than that, put water in the tyres too, because we want to take it to tractor pull. So might as well give ourselves the best chance possible. Who knows, it might run out of grunt. It might run like a bucket of snot, but at least if it's got it's got some water in the tyres, it'll have as much traction as we can get it until we put some weights or something on it, if that's what it needs. But yeah, otherwise, super stoked. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.